Right. So now if you want to do actual interviews and not AI interviews, but you don't want to set aside time and deal with schedules, scheduling conflicts and rescheduling and just dealing with all of that, you can do asynchronous recording, which I actually do for some of my episodes through Rumble Studio, rumble.studio. And so the way that works is this is the experience someone would have when they're doing an asynchronous recording for my show. So I'll continue. It's just telling you some things to keep in mind. I'm just going to say test. An image is required. Choose from file library. Let's just go here. And test. So I give them the option to upload a video, which pretty much hardly anyone ever does. And then in under 2 minutes, please tell the audience a bit about your background, history, and what led you to start your business. They can either upload something they've already recorded or they can grant microphone access, hit record, get ready. 1, 2, 3, test, 1, 2, 3. Stop. It's uploading. I can listen to it. 1, 2, 3, test. And then the next question, in under 2 minutes, please tell the listeners what steps you took to bootstrap your business. So, test, 1, 2, 3, test, 1, 2, 3. Next. In under 2 minutes, please tell us about your biggest success and biggest failure in bootstrapping your business. Test, 1, 2, 3, test, 1, 2, 3. I ask 5 different questions and I say, under 2 minutes. Under 2 minutes, please share your best tips, tricks, and testing, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's like each one has a question. Test, 1, 2, 3. And then this is podcast release form. I agree. So that's what it looks like from the end of the person who's doing the recording. Let's set it up from scratch. So you can do a blank interview. Here's a sample audio interview, podcast interview episode. And then, you can drag and drop. So a recording request, and you would say, in 2 minutes or less, tell me about yourself. This is just an example. And then you can say allow audio answer, video answer, allow uploading files, answer required. So if you have another question, so then you would say like question 2, test. What is a text request? Okay, that's just asking them if they want to, that's just for typed answers. Paragraph, image. These are all different things. They can upload a video. You can have a welcome message at the beginning. You can have recording advice, like I had. You can have a closing message. You can have a call to action, document requests, guest info, like I had, and you can choose like what things you want, multiple choice questions. So there's all these different. Now, when you're ready to save it, it's been a long time since I've actually created one of these. But you can move up. That's not the first step. You can move down. You got a preview and theme, so you can kind of like see what it looks like. You could share it. Here's the actual link, so I copied and paste that. This is what they will see. There's a QR code for it. If you want it directly in your website, here is a embed code. That is how you create one of these. Let me show you an example where I did this. So like I do interviews that are form 30 to 60 minute interviews, but then I also have episodes that are like 5 to 10 minutes. Because there isn't back and forth on these interviews, or I don't even know if you could call them an interview, it's more of an episode because there's not back and forth. It's like I just ask a question in text and they respond in audio, basically. In the beginning of these episodes, I always have like a little thing that explains like what the episode, why it is what it is, so people aren't confused. Like, where am I in this episode? You know what I mean? But see how it's 10 minutes. So we'll listen a bit to the intro that I include at the beginning of any of these, which I just add in through the script. Okay, so here we go. Welcome to the Frugalpreneur Podcast. I am your host, Sarah St. John. This episode is what I refer to as a showcase episode where I feature a bootstrapped entrepreneur and they briefly share their tips, tricks, tactics, techniques, and tools that help them bootstrap their business. and the successes and failures along the way. My hope is that each of these showcase episodes will provide at least one valuable takeaway that you can implement right away in your own bootstrap business journey. Now on to the episode.
I was definitely one of those people who did not know what she wanted to be when she grew up. It took me a while to find my place.
Basically, they go straight into it. They just, all the questions back to back, basically. And then at the end, let's see here, I usually have a little closing statement.
I'm a big fan of helping you understand and accept who you are, and then working to give yourself what you need to create the kind of success that you want.
I hope you enjoyed that episode and were able to take away a valuable nugget of information that you can implement right away in your own business. If you feel your story would be valuable for the listeners of this show, please visit frugal.show/guest. So as you can see, I do a little intro and outro for those episodes. So you can see here, there's a new alert. This is the one I just did. So basically you would download it, and then I usually say only answers, and then you will get a file, and then I upload it into Descript. And that's where I add my intro and outro, and then I export out of Descript. So I hope that's helpful. This is useful especially if you want short episodes where you're quote unquote interviewing someone, but not really. You ask set questions ahead of time that they answer. It's a way to kind of streamline the process without you having to be on an actual meeting.